2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The 76ers anxious to get off the bus and get down.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Thibault in at the small forward. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the center position. Now here's Simmons. Harris looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Embiid. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense. That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
To the inside, and stolen by Hunter. Bogdanovich with it, now defended by Embiid. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And the coaching staff loving the fact that Hunter is getting after it with the hustle. Good effort on both ends.
Harris outside. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here is Young. Passes to Collins. Over Harris. Here's Capella. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Young with no one around. Offline with his 3.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Now here's Simmons. Stolen by Collins. Fast break, the Hawks. Young's running. Pass to Collins. The kick out to Young. Inside. Over to the wing. Hunter dishes to Bogdanovich. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
So for the Hawks, Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Hill, he's checked in for the 76ers. Here's Capella. Lays it up off the glass.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Now here's Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
And Young kicks to Collins. Reddish the pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Here's Young, and the rejection by Embiid.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Here's Simmons to the paint. Embiid, no good.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
It's blocked. And now the 76ers on the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Collins.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Chris Dunn comes in for Young. And then for Philadelphia, Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Tobias Harris. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Seth Curry in for Ben Simmons. Here's Herter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And there it is for him.
You wonder with talent around him how much more Kevin Herter's offensive game can grow.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Howard's checked in. Now here is Hill. 34 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Curry deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, that's when you love to see the strength of Dwight Howard marching through the defense and just ripping away the second chance opportunity for an easy score.
Done outside. There's the pass to Gallinari. On the wing. That shot is off. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. 76ers on top. They're up by 1. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Howard. Korkmaz is out there with Green. Then it's Curry. And it's Maxey in at the points. Okongwu, he can't get it to go. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Lets it go. Curry, good. Curry's got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Here's Korkmaz. Some solid defense from Gallinari. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Snell, guarded by Curry. And it's sent back by Howard.
That reach of Dwight Howard's is so impressive. A dominant shot blocker and a tremendous athlete.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
I think that's Dwight Howard's favorite play. He loves going up for the oop. Outstanding chemistry between him and his teammate there.
Gallinari dishes to Okongwu. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Hunter's checked in for Gallinari, and it's Bogdanovich in for Reddish. And the 76ers also making a change. Milton's checked in. Maxey passes to Milton. And here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Howard. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Hard for the defense to deal with the massive size of Howard. That kind of D does not affect a big guy like him in the slightest.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Bogdanovich, after 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
It's a pretty soft touch for Bogdanovich, trying to do some damage on the inside now.
There's 1:54 left in the first half.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's Williams. Pass to Bogdanovich. Pass to Hunter. Hawks passing it around. It's picked off. And they're running. Back to Howard. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
A soft touch there from Dwight, gifted at measuring those interior shots.
It's Williams with the drive, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And that one's good. Maxey. Maxey's got the lead back up to 5 now for the 76ers. And there's the pass to Okongwu. Throws it up high to stop the alley-oop.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
The 76ers leading by 3. Now here's Maxey. To the inside. Howard, that's good. Howard's got 12 points in the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. To the middle. And Okongwu slams it in.
He's just gifted with the basketball, and that includes making plays. Lou Williams spotting a man that time.
Here's Milton. No points in the game yet for him. With 4 seconds on the clock, and the layup is good. Milton's got the lead up to 5 now for the 76ers.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Stolen by Collins. The shot that time, not on target. So that'll be it for the first. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a big night so far for Dwight Howard. He had 12 points, 5 rebounds, and that's a wrap.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Now Young. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
And here is Simmons. 6 points for him. Pass to Milton. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a handle on it.
Reddish, he's checked in for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. About 1 minute played here in the second half. And Young kicks to Capella. Right wing. Here's Huerter. Capella, great positioning on the putback.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Milton. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, just phenomenal timing from Simmons. Leaving the ground once the pass was released and tearing that bucket apart.
Here's Young, trailing by 5. Embiid with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons has a great shot selection. Just taking what the D gave him.
Here's Young and Embiid with the block. Capella, the pass to Huerter. It's stolen by Harris. And now Harris running the floor all by himself.
A combination of size and speed of Tobias Harris. When he gets going, hard to stop.
Young taking his time here. Lob pass to Capella. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And slam dunk by Harris.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. The Hawks trail by 13. Young with the ball. Over Simmons. Passes it to Young. And that one's drained from the low block. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Gallinari comes in for John Collins. Tony Snell's checked in for Reddish. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Gallinari dishes to Okongwu. Gallinari trying to get open. Count it. Okongwu's now got 6.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Curry on the wing. Harris outside. Outside Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Curry on the wing. The 76ers need to get off a shot.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Now, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Harris passes to Embiid. The layup missed. The Hawks trail by 9. The feed to Okongwu. Here's Huerter. No good on the triple. For 3, Harris with the putback. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy is in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, we've got Anthony Tolliver. Hill is up there with Seth Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Green in at the three. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. And the shot goes in.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Philadelphia leading by 9. Now here is Hill. He dishes it to Curry. Over Bogdanovich. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Now you got to put a body on Dwight Howard. Remarkable at slamming in missed shots.
Hill against Dunn. Inside. Low block shot on the way. Here's Bogdanovich. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. 76ers moving the ball around. Pass to Howard. Kicks it to Curry. 11 feet out, and he hits it. And the 76ers lead by 13.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Down against Hill. The 10-footer. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Down low. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Gallinari kicks to Reddish. Back to Gallinari. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And I think the length of Reddish right there helped him out with that rebound.
And so he'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. The pass to Howard. Dishes it to Green. Pass to Tolliver. Passes it to Hill. A 3-ball. They grab their own miss.
And the D may be a little bit shaken right now. Howard is lighting them up and doing it in a variety of ways.
Dunn looking over the floor. He kicks to Bogdanovich. Reddish goes up again for the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Dunn. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Curry. Hill inside. Pass to Milton. Hill up top. Defended by Young. Hill passes to Milton. That one good for 2. Milton's got the lead up to 13 now for Philadelphia.
Now George Hill recognizing when his man was open, an effective pass that time.
Young drives in, uses the glass to finish the layup.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Harris outside. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter. For Philadelphia, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. High post, Embiid. Capella's there. Here's Embiid. Now the pass to Milton. Embiid kicks to Harris. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Embiid. Tolliver comes in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey subbed in for Shake Milton. Count the basket.
He's such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Hill.
Box foul. That's his first personal foul at the line from 76ers.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game here.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
And here is Dunn. Floats it up for Williams. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. So the 76ers win it. This was a very strong. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. And with tip.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Joe Harris. Griffin is out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the point guard. And for the Hawks, Gallinari is out there with Hunter. And it's Young. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2. Now, here is Young. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. And the dunk by Capella.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Pass to Griffin. Young with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And it goes down 2 points. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets. 4-point game. Harden the pass to Griffin. Back to Harden. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
And Young kicks to Capella. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Back to Capella. Now here's Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. Young. Harden grabs the miss.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Irving's shot is good.
The handles, the burst, almost impossible to stay in front of Kyrie on the drive.
Here's Young, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Young finds Gallinari. Back to Young. Now, here's Capella. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here. Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to Irving. Puts up a three. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Irving's got 5.
Boy, the floor spacing that Kyrie Irving brings to the table is impressive. This guy can cash in from deep consistently.
Young drives in, up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Jordan. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Harden against Young. Capella, the pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Young. And there's the feed to Capella. Misses from short range.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Jordan trying to free himself up, and Irving with the basket on the assist from Harden. And it's 7 points for Kyrie Irving. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. They trail by 3. The pass to Bogdanovich, and here is Capella, guarded by Jordan. Here's Bogdanovich. That shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Irving. Nets have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Young dishes to Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Harden finds Irving from outside the arc. Right side, Jordan. Outside, Irving. Over Bogdanovich. Again, Irving missing. The Hawks trail by 3. Bogdanovich inside. Harris is there. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Here's Dunn to the middle. He kicks it to Okongwu. Shot clock at 6. And it's Dunn penetrating, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Dunn is always looking to attack. When he has room to run, boy, you better look out.
Dinwiddie passes to KD. Basket counts.
Well, Kevin Durant's form, his release point, everything about his stroke is really impeccable.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. We'll return shortly. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Green. He's out there with Griffin. Durant is out there with Brown. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. And Herter gets it to go. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
Well, with multiple Sixth Man of the Year awards to his credit, Lou Williams will be remembered as one of the best bench players in NBA history.
Tony Snell's checked in for Kevin Huerter, and they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Williams against Dinwiddie. The kick out to Brown. Pass to Griffin. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. The Hawks shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And it's blocked by Brown. 3-on-3. Here's Durant. It's blocked. And he recovers it. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Reddish. Inside, Okongwu. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Hawks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Collins. Alinari comes in for Reddish. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. Harden scanning the floor. He dishes it to Jordan. Now Harden. Jordan kicks to Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Young. Out left to the wing. 3-pointer. Snell. No good. Shot missing. Nets trail by 3. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
Atlanta making some changes. Hunter comes in for Okongwu. And it's Bogdanovich in for Tony Snell. Young passes to Capella. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Capella's got 6 points.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Harris dishes to Harden. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Young. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Young's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks. Harden the pass to Irving. Harden with it. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And here's Atlanta. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Here's Bogdanovich. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Now it's a 7-point Hawks lead.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Harden the pass to Irving. He dishes it to Griffin. Irving against Young, and stolen by Bogdanovich. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Irving. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Boy, it's rare for a point guard to do as much damage on the interior as Kyrie Irving. You've got to guard him in there.
Here's Young. That one goes. Counted. Young's got the lead back up to 7 now for Atlanta.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. And a star in his role. Clint Capella makes an impact with his defense and rebounding, doesn't he, Shaq?
Yeah, it's not a star early, but he is very athletic, big man in the game.
A star in his role.
You're right. You make a good point. And he will run you ragged in transition. I would have loved to see him.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Gallinari is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then there's Hunter. And it's Young in at the point guard position. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Here's Harden. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. 6 points for James Harden.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Here's Young. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here is Harden. He's got 6. Harris inside the line. Griffin passes to Harden. That one falls. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Bogdanovich up top. The kick out to Young. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Irving passes to Jordan. Back to Irving. Fires from the corner. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. The rebound by the Nets. Outside Bogdanovich. Two points. That one goes. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Harden the pass to Irving. Back to Harden. Outside for Griffin. For 3, Harris. But they recover it. And the Nets miss again. Harden against Bogdanovich. Lob pass to Capella. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Young with no one around. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Young's got 5 points now this quarter. Harris kicks to Irving. To end the run. And it's good off the glass. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside. Pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Collins passes to Dunn. Collins looking around. Dishes to Okongwu, and it's blocked. Dinwiddie against Dunn. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Durant wide open. He fires. Misses the three. The Hawks leading by 14. Here's Herter. It's stolen by Brown. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's KD. Count the... And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Hawks leading by 10. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Brown. Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Griffin. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Timeout called the Nets. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And the Hawks making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Johnson, he's checked in for Durant. Bruce Brown comes in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now. And we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Atlanta leading by 10. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Williams against Dinwiddie. Pass to Claxton. Over Okongwu. Claxton no good. And it's Williams with the ball for the Hawks. Herter, no good. Brown outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. It's Brown on the wing. Feeds it to Johnson. Over Collins. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
All the officials are all over that.
And that one falls for Johnson. Young's checked in for the Hawks. And Johnson drops them both. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
For the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Kevin Huerter. Young's shot is off. Capella for three. The shot comes out, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. And so they foul intentionally. Nets trail by 10. Harden the pass to Irving. Young with the steal.
You know, anticipation is a huge part of defense, and he played it perfectly right there.
To the paint. Capella dishes to Young. And he finishes nicely on the way. And the Hawks lead by 12.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Down low, here's Jordan. Shoots over Capella. And a great move by Jordan.
Listen, this guy is far from just a scorer. Kevin Durant loves to share the basketball.
Young finds Bogdanovic. And Irving comes to help. Back to Bogdanovic. Young left side. And Collins now top the key. 5 to shoot. And yes, it's good.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
And here's KD for three. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. That's good from Collins on the assist by Hunter.
The play in transition from Collins is impressive. He gets down the court with such speed and then finishes it so strong.
Now here's Durant. He's guarded closely. Over Hunter. Here's Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Boy, how about the quick decision-making of KD? What a fabulous job he does sifting through the defense and putting the pass on target.
And here's Bogdanovic for three. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. And stolen by Bogdanovic. Off target with his 3. The Nets trail by 12. And the pass to Harden. Oh, the lob to Irving. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Hawks.
2 times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Trae Young.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. And here is KD. Lets it go with a 3. And James Harden hits from deep. Harden's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nets. The clock now can just run out for the Hawks. Now, here is Young. There's the triple. And so the Hawks take the win. Some good moments. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do. At the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the pivot, manning the middle. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there, and that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick-and-roll action. But it'll be different tonight.
Here's Giannis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Clint Capella.
Man, that was a remarkable pump fake from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's really good at selling that shot fake.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Bogdanovich dishes to Young. That ball. Nice speed that time from Bogdanovich.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Young for 3. Giannis grabs the miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Young's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Giannis passes to Holiday. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Makes it off the glass.
Antetokounmpo going to work inside. Yeah, he's 6'11", but he's also relentless.
And here's Young. He kicks to Hunter. The dish to Bogdanovich. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The drive by Giannis. And the rejection by Collins. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And there's Hunter on the assist by Young.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Holiday against Young. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Young passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. Lopez with the steal. DiVincenzo kicks to Antetokounmpo. Finished off the break. Giannis has got 6 points.
Super quick in transition. The Greek Freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
Holiday against Young. Can't hit from in close.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
There's the lob, and Kumbo.
It's really easy to understand why this team thinks so highly of Antetokounmpo. I mean, a smart player. He takes high percentage shots, and he's team first in his approach.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Young. Feeds it to Collins. Young outside. Chalk up 2 there.
Solid there, just recognizing when to drive. When Young has some wiggle room, he sees it.
Holiday looking for an opening. The pass to Middleton. Back to Holiday. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Capella. The Hawks trail by 6. Young, right side. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Fast break, Milwaukee. Giannis with the ball.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Young drives in, and the layup falls. He's got 6.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
17 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Holiday, and he banks in the layup. Holiday's got his second basket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Young pass to Bogdanovich. Three-pointer, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Milwaukee in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of... This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he...
For me personally, I just want...
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Milwaukee?
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
We've got Chris Dunn. Gallinari is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Herter in at the 2 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Gallinari passes to Okongwu, and it's blocked. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Here's Connaughton beyond the arc. Okongwu grabs the board. And stolen by Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Teague. Finished off the break. Teague's got 4 points this quarter.
Hey, there's no denying it, fellas. Teague is one of the quicker guys in the league, blasting off in transition.
Pass to Gallinari. Dishes to Okongwu. To the inside. Snell. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks leading by 14. Now Teague. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Forbes. And the 3 ball is good.
You know, that's really the biggest reason Forbes is out there, guys. Find space on the perimeter and knock down the 3-point shot.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Gallinari surveying the D. Passes it to Okongwu. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And with good height for a wing player, Gallinari gives defenders problems down low.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Portis. Pocket 6 to the middle. It's stolen by Reddish. Gallinari passes to Okongwu. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Gallinari. Hunter comes in for Reddish. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. Outside Teague. There's the pass to Portis. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Teague. And a wide open look for Portis. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. The feed to Okongwu. In the corner, Collins with it. And too long on the shot.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Connaughton. Collins grabs the miss. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 11. Bogdanovich, no luck. Outside Teague. Pass to Portis. Can they get it? That shot off. And so it's Milwaukee. Their lead. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 10 points. And that does it for our...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low.
Well, Capella's tenacity is so impressive. I mean, he's got an unlimited abundance of energy when it comes to offensive rebound.
Passes it to Giannis. Inside, Middleton, and he gets the whistle. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Bucks leading by 11. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Outside Holiday. Rebound Atlanta. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Young against Holiday. Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Middleton outside. And it's off from three-point range. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Hunter dishes to Young. Collins wide open. He fires. That three off the mark. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around, but he gets it back. Middleton outside. A second chance effort. That one, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Lopez with the steal. Holiday with the three. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds in this game.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Lopez kicks to Middleton, and Holiday has it in the corner. From deep. Middleton can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 11. Bogdanovich passes to Young. It's Collins with the drive. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Collins has got his second bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And it's Giannis missing. It's thrown bound to Kumbo. Outside Holiday. Looking to end his cold spell. On the wing, Holiday. Down low. Here's Lopez. 5 on the clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Clint Capella.
The up fake from Lopez working to perfection.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but You know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Giannis kicks to Lopez. Middleton outside. Let's go. Got a piece of it. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. And it's in there. And that's now 6 points for Brook Lopez.
Boy, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
Outside Williams. And he converts the layup.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Milwaukee leading by 11. Here is Forbes. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Lopez. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. And Herter gets it to go. Herter's got it back down to within single digits for the Hawks. Teague, the pass to Moore. Launches it. Gallinari with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far.
Clearly a foul.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Milwaukee leading by 9. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Hawks. Gallinari is out there with Reddish. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Herter in at the point.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
Herter passes to Reddish. Gallinari outside. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. Milwaukee with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Forbes the pass to Tucker. The 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Gallinari throws it down.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Fires the 3. Forbes can't get it to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
6'10" Capella showing you some bounce on that alley-oop.
Bucks leading by 8. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Holiday goes in, and Portis throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got 4 points this quarter.
He's doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Forbes. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Portis can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Drops in the layup for 2. And the Bucks lead by 10.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Herter passes to Capella. Banked in off the glass.
When Capella plays with force inside, watch out. I like his intensity.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Hunter comes in for Reddish. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Young is subbed in for Kevin Herter. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's laid up and in by Young.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Young against Holiday. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Connaughton. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Young passes to Collins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Holiday with the three. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
Holiday against Young. It falls.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Young for three. DiVincenzo with the rebound. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
And so the Bucks take the win. This was a hard... All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Yeah, the hustle from Simmons on D, it becomes infectious. He brings his all on every possession.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now here's Simmons. Passes to Embiid, and they call an illegal screen here.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Here's Young. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Here's Simmons. Pass to Harris. To the inside. Makes it off the glass.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. And Bogdanovich kicks to Hunter. Back to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. And that one drops.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Simmons passes to Milton. They kick it out to Green. The pass to Harris. 5 on the clock and stolen by Bogdanovich. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Now Milton. Pass to Green. Back to Milton. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Milton's got his second bucket of the night.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Collins passes to Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. And it's Hill in for Shake Milton. Simmons inside. He's against Williams. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And some changes here for the 76ers. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Harris. And Curry subbed in for Ben Simmons. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Okongwu's checked in. He lobs it up. Howard with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Curry leading the charge. They get the rebound. And Howard with the second chance points.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
Now here's Williams. Here's Herter. And Okongwu slams it in.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Curry wide open from outside off the mark. The Hawks leading by 3. Herter passes to Okongwu. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from. Finds the open man.
Passes it to Korkmaz. Curry kicks to Korkmaz. And Hill has it in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Howard. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You gotta feed Howard the rock when he's in the paint. He commands the ball whenever he has that kind of position.
Herter passes to Gallinari. Williams against Hill. Williams dishes to Okongwu. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's Atlanta now. To the wing right side. Herter passes to Okongwu. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. That one good for 2.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Here's Williams. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. A good close contest so far as we finish. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
They've got Seth Curry. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Maxey. And it's Howard in at the center. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Danny Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Shake Milton in for Curry. They now take the lead.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Dunn passes to Gallinari. Back to Dunn. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Maxey. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well,
no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly. And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Gallinari against Harris. And Gallinari throws it down.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Now here's Embiid. Again, Philadelphia.
And with an expanding skill set, Embiid is able to hit shots from all over the court.
Dunn passes to Herter. Over Milton. Herter, no good.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Embiid kicks to Harris. No good on the triple. The Hawks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Gallinari attacking. Here's Okongwu. And Embiid pulls it down. 76ers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Milton. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And you have to be unselfish if you're going to lead your team to great things. And I think Embiid gets that.
Now, here's Dunn. Reddish with the ball. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for the 76ers. Now here's Simmons after the miss from Cam Reddish. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Curry. Clock at 6. Fires it up. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the 76ers lead by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Young inside. Guarded by Simmons. Young outside. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Scouting report is be physical with Trae Young. And every night he finds ways to still make plays.
Now here's Simmons. 5 points in the game. Harris outside. Embiid finds Harris. Back to Embiid. Shoots over Capella. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist from Tobias Harris. Harris has got his 3rd assist on the night. Young looking it over. Feeds to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. That's good from Simmons. And some changes here for the 76ers. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Harris. And it's Korkmaz in for Danny Green.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year. Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Bogdanovich. Here's Simmons, the dunk and the foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And Tobias Harris, a player that can slot in at total forward spot. Thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low.
For a player this good, still in his 20s, Tobias Harris has been on an astonishing number of teams.
On the wing, Green. Back to Simmons. And here is Harris. From 15 feet away. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Now, here is Young. And there it is for him.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Simmons kicks to Thybulle. Back to Simmons. There's the pass to Thybulle. Shot clock at 6. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And how about Embiid putting the versatility on full display? How many other bigs can do that?
Bounce pass Young. Embiid with the steal. Pass to Milton. 76ers moving the ball around. Embiid, the pass to Milton. Back to Embiid. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
Here's Young, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Now Thybulle still looking for his first bucket in this one. And he can't bank that one in.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
The offensive rebound. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And that one's good. Korkmaz.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Here's Thybulle. An even 3-on-3 break. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Simmons on the wing. Back to Thybulle. Inside. And that one's good. Korkmaz. And now it's a 12-point 76ers lead.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Young, here we go. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And Simmons slams it in. Simmons got the lead up to 14 now for the 76ers.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me. But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Here's Korkmaz. 7 points in the game. 54 seconds left in the third. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 16.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Shots good from Young.
A tale of two halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 16-6 run. So the wing on the left. Here's Embiid. And that one hits back iron. The Hawks trail by 14. Pushing it up. Here's Capella. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Embiid.
Great initiative from Capella there. Seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Reddish comes in for Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Williams in for Young. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Maxey passes to Howard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Curry, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Tobias Harris actually out there with George Hill. Then there's Howard. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Because he's so good at shooting it and driving it, defenses overplay Lou, leaving other guys free.
Harris with it. And guarded by Capella. Harris no good.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
The lead now in single digits.
Never one to shy away. Collins delivers as much contact as he receives.
Outside, Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Capella, and it's Gallinari in for Collins. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He wants them to work for more easy baskets in transition. He said, the moment we take possession of the ball, I want us to attack.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Gallinari, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Here's the thing, Gallinari's a tricky cover. 1 year he went to the line more than 8 times a game.
The first one falls. Gallinari hits them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Hill with it. Outside Curry. From 15 feet away, Atlanta with the rebound. Okongwu's now got 4 rebounds now tonight. From deep. The Hawks again can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 8. The kick out to Hill. Passes it to Howard. They double team Howard. Williams with the block. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And he banks in the layup. Williams has got his first points of the night.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Hill dishes to Howard. It's tipped. And so they foul intentionally. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Tolliver comes in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Danny Green. And it's Ben Simmons in for Hill. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And when Simmons is taking it strong to the cup, he's looking for a foul. Love this guy's aggressive.
He's perfect from the line this time. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Simmons against Young. Outside Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And this coaching staff loves to see that kind of aggression from Embiid. No hesitation on the jump shot. That's the mentality they want out of a big man.
Young, right side. Collins, that's a 2-pointer. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bogdanovich. And Embiid with the block.
Length plus agility. Great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Beyond the arc. Rebound, Atlanta.
This has reached desperation time for him.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
A putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
There's 45 seconds left in the game. Simmons looking around. Dishes it to Tolliver. Back to Simmons. Here's the 3. They get it back.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Young, no good. Embiid against Capella. And he commits the intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
And a wide open look for Simmons. Green, the pass to Embiid. A 3 from Simmons. And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
So Philadelphia wins it. A confident win in one. The Barclays Center. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. And for the Nets, Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Collins. Bogdanovic inside. He's covered by Irving.
Irving bringing a little more intensity to the defensive end there, using his speed to get ahead of that shot.
And so it's Atlanta with it. 4 on the clock. Young's shot is good. Young's got the first points up on the board for Atlanta. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Outside Irving. Back to Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And, you know, the thing about Harden, crafty in the paint, he really finds angles and avenues to get the shots he wants when you don't think there's any angle or avenue to find.
Now, here is Young. Lob pass to Capella. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
Here's Irving. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Young, good.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Young with the steal. Shot by Collins, no good.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. I mean, not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
And here's Young. Down low, deflects the pass. Stolen by Durant. Irving with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. And then Durant with the jam.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Atlanta with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Collins passes to Capella and stolen by Harris. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Harden. Irving's got 6.
You can't allow Irving that look. You just can't give him that. He's too talented a player.
Young taking his time here. And Durant sends it back. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Williams passes to Gallinari. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide open look.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Round with it to the inside. Griffin. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Another shot. Griffin trying to get open. They get it back. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive, and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it, too.
Sonny Snell's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Now here's Williams. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Pass to Reddish. There's the lob to the hoop. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Now here's Dinwiddie. Banked in off the glass.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to...
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And, Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left. Oh, what a finish! It's good.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Every timeout a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Durant's checked in for Joe Harris. The Hawks trail by 12. Williams dishes to Snell. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
On the wing, Green. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. The drive by Green. Lays it up off the glass. Claxton's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Green against Gallinari. Over in the corner, Reddish. The 9-foot shot. And that's off the glass and in. Nets leading by 10. Doubled by Okongwu. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Green kicks to KD. From downtown. No good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Okongwu, the pass to Gallinari. To the middle. It's tipped. And Okongwu slams it in.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
The pass to Durant. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Over in the corner, Brown. Here's Claxton, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Here's Okongwu. It's hauled in by Claxton. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Green. Irving comes in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. Atlanta also making some changes here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Hunter comes in for Reddish. Young is subbed in for Lou Williams. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. The wide-open look for Durant. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Yep, that one goes. Young's got it back down to single digits for Atlanta.
You know, fending off the defense well there. Young solid at just being crafty enough in these types of situations.
Outside Durant. Shoots the three. Durant with another miss.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And with good height for a wing player, Gallinari gives defenders problems down low.
Irving dishes to Harden. Pass to Claxton. Irving against Young. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Boy, the timing Capella has on the defensive end. Outstanding. Terrific at knowing exactly when to go up for those blocks.
Now Young. 6 points for him. Lays it up and banks it in. Now just a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello back. Brooklyn came out looking very confident. They put together some nice offensive. And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Young. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Here is Harden. Lock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. And it's Hunter with the jam.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Outside Durant. Pass to Irving. Right side Griffin. Lets it go from 11. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Griffin. Irving's got 8 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Bogdanovich passes to Collins. Back to Bogdanovich. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bogdanovich has got it all tied up now for Atlanta.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Harden's shot is good.
Yet another hard shot that Harden makes look easy. Amazing at measuring the floating jumper.
Right block shot. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Green, he's checked in for Griffin. Brown comes in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Brown the pass to Dinwiddie. Outside for Durant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Young dishes to Capella. Here's Herter. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Herter's got the lead up to 3 now for Atlanta.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Pass to KD. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Back to Collins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Jeff Green picks one up.
Moves so well towards the rim. When Collins attacks with that kind of ferocity, puts the defense on their heels.
Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Williams comes in for Young. Dinwiddie passes to Green. Back to Dinwiddie. At the elbow, Green. For 3, Durant. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, he's a good guy to have running that particular set. I mean, Durant is not a guy who makes a lot of mistakes in the pick and roll.
Good. Reddish has got his second basket of the night.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
43 seconds left in the third quarter. Dinwiddie kicks to Durant. The kick out to Brown. Back to KD. Over Collins. Can't hit that one. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Over Durant. Shot by Collins, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And the Nets making a change here. Irving's checked in. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
The 3. Rebound, Atlanta. And here is Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Over Green. Missed.
And Green's defense very important to this team's success. The way he gets up in the...
And we've reached the end of the third. It's Atlanta ending the third quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Hawks, we've got Gallinari. Dunn is out there at Bogdanovich. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Reddish in at the small forward. There's Gallinari with the 3. But they get it back. And out of bounds is Brooklyn gains possession. So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Durant, and James Harden subbed in for Brown. Nets trail by 6. Irving with the ball. The 3 ball sinks the three-pointer.
You know, the threat of Irving's drive can open up looks for him from the perimeter, and he is a gifted scorer, folks.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Now here's Reddish. Guarded by Harris. A shot by Reddish, no good. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul. Luwawu is checked in for Brooklyn. And then for Atlanta, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Hunter comes in for Reddish. And Trae Young subbed in for Dunn. Harden against Bogdanovich. And Harden with the stop.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you. And he'll put you in a poster if you let him.
Now, here is Young. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now the pass to Luwawu. Here's Harden on the wing. And Harden with the stop. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, because this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Passes it to Green. Back to Harden. Luwawu, the pass to Harden. The Nets working the ball around now, and Griffin slams it in.
And you can see how the team rallies around Griffin in these situations. And their faith is not misplaced. He plays with such heart.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And he converts the layup. And the Hawks lead by 3.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Irving looking for an opening. Pass to Harden. Down low. That shot no good. Good work defensively by Capella. And there's Hunter on the assist from Young. And it's a 5-point Hawks lead.
Well, we saw this from Hunter in the tournament. When Virginia won the championship, he was a clutch performer.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stop.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
And Young, here we go. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Harden outside. Over Bogdanovich. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Exceptional strength. Harden is so smart at creating opportunities to get to the free throw line.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're up by 5. We've got 1:08 left in the 4th quarter. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Trae Young.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
KD's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabaret. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. To be honest, he was fired up. He asked his team, how badly do you want this? Because those guys over there, they're going to give it everything they've got, which means we have to do the same. See if they can match them emotion for emotion. Kevin?
And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Harden kicks to Durant. 46 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Right side, Griffin. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Still, Griffin has insane hops. Close in, can sky over others, helps him to draw fouls. Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game. Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And Griffin stays with it.
With a polished offensive game and an intense will to win, Griffin can definitely be trusted in crunch time.
Right side, Bogdanovich. To the left wing. Young outside. To shoot. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Collins wide open. He fires. No good. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. They break. All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kent.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The start. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Now here's Middleton. Buries it from three-point range.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Pass to Bogdanovich. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Shot from 12. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Now here is Holiday. Collins grabs the miss.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Hunter, the pass to Capella. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Here's Young. He kicks to Bogdanovich. Stolen by Middleton. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. No good that time. Good defensive work there by Young. And there's Hunter on the assist from Capella.
Good awareness from Hunter. Puts himself in a position to finish that play.
The Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
Now Holiday after the missed 3 from Trae Young. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Now, here's Hunter, defended by DiVincenzo. Here's Young, and he gets the whistle. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
Here's Holiday. After Clint Capella's bucket, Holiday the pass to Portis. Giannis inside. Gallinari covering, and that one's good by Giannis.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
They get the rebound to the left side wing. Holiday against Young. Yep, it counts.
I mean, a premier shot maker. Young plays with a calm and a confidence that belies his age.
Outside Holiday. Middleton on the wing. Takes a three. The Bucks keep it going. A new 14-second clock. Second shot opportunity. And it's Trae Young with the rebound.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. And then for Atlanta, Bruno Fernando's checked in for Capella. Okongwu comes in for Gallinari. And it's done in for Trae Young. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
When inspired, Reddish is a good rebounder. Great physical tools at 6'7" with a 7'1" wingspan.
Now here is Holiday. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound Atlanta.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Herder, no good. And Holiday, here we go. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Hawks on top, leading by a point. The second quarter coming up.
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
We've got Bobby Portis. Teague out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the Patuga. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. The Hawks leading by 3. Picked off in midair. Outside Teague. Right side Portis.
Come on, that's your bread and butter. You can't miss that.
Here's Collins. They grabbed their own miss.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Teague with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Trying to get open is Lopez. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Jeff Teague.
Well, Jeff Teague is one of the tougher players in the league despite his size, and he did a good job finishing through the contact.
Here's Antetokounmpo. You and I have talked, and folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. And getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Herter. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The Bucks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That's good from Tucker.
Taking 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one. Hawks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Done outside. Now the dish to Gallinari. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Here's Connaughton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Lopez kicks to T. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. But he stays with it. Tries again. And it's Reddish laying it in. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Teague, the pass to Connaughton. Back to Teague. Six to shoot. To the paint. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Teague. Lopez has got the game tied up here for Milwaukee. 1:56 left to play here in the second quarter. Great communication on the alley-oop.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Outside Teague. Fires for 3. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got rebound number 5 here tonight. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. With the tip, it's good on the putback. Reddish has got 6 points.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Teague drives in. Done with some nice D. Atlanta leading by 4. Gallinari passes to Herter. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Jeff Teague. Lopez. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Here's Young. Good on the baseline, Jay. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go. Bucks trail by 4. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Outside Holiday. Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Collins.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
In the corner, Collins with it. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hawks lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead in the period. 3 points was as big as it got. They were a determined team in the second. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Young against Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Young. Over Holiday. And it's Young. That time on the assist from Capella. Young's got 8 points.
He sees the whole floor, and he's making some quick decisions. Trae Young gets what he wants from the mid-range.
Holiday looking for an opening. There's the lob into the Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
Got a piece of it. Young with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Pulls up. The rebound by the Bucks. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now.
An all-star, a leader, Drew Holiday can be counted on night in and night out to make a difference.
This is his first free throw of the game.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Tony Snell comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. Williams finds Snell. Atlanta gets it back. Comes up empty down low. The Bucks trail. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Connaughton. Misses off the left iron.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Williams dishes to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And here is Teague. Passes to Portis. Over Williams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Clint Capella.
Bobby Portis doesn't mind a physical game. He takes it and he dishes it out.
For the Hawks, Okong. Moves checked in for Clint Capella. Reddish comes in for Tony Snell. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Lou Williams. Herder passes to Dunn. Connects on the 9-footer. Dunn's got his first 2 points. Bucks trail by 3. Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, G.A., what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Atlanta. Dunn passes to Okongwu. Out to Gallinari. The Hawks again can't hit. Bucks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. And here is Portis. Lays it up off the glass.
Bobby Portis plays hard, gives 100%, puts himself in a position to succeed.
Atlanta's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd, still 0 for 3. Dunn looking over the floor. Outside, Bogdanovich. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Dunn outside. Outside, Bogdanovich. Launches it. Can't connect. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. The Bucks on top. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 roaming the paint. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Bogdanovich. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Lopez finds DiVincenzo. Right at the free throw line, Lopez. Great positioning on the putback. Lopez has got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Dunn dishes to Bogdanovich. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Hawks with possession here. Back to Dunn. 5 to shoot. And the baseline jumper, no good. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. And Trae Young subbed in for Dunn.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
The kick out to Holiday. Middleton outside. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Hawks trail by 3. Young with no one around. No good off the back of the rim. Middleton with it, guarded by Hunter. Kicks it down to Middleton. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Bucks lead by 6.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hand.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He's not happy with what he says are late rotations defensively against their three-point shooters. And at the offensive end, he wants his guys to get their own shots within the rhythm and flow of the offense. Kevin?
Holiday with the three. Good on the three-point shot. And it's a 9-point Bucks lead.
The problem for your perimeter defense, if you close hard on Holiday, he can put the ball on the floor and beat you that way. The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Outside Holiday. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Lopez with the bucket.
And we've seen Lopez kind of expand his range, but at his core, this guy enjoys banging inside.
Young passes to Capella. The kick out to Young. And the layup's good off the glass.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Young against Holiday. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. The Hawks trail by 7.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move. Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
Middleton outside from deep three-point range, and it's John Collins with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Now, Antetokounmpo. Now, here's DiVincenzo. And Middleton kicks to Giannis. And the Bucks miss again.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And now here comes Young leading the break. Atlanta again missing. Antetokounmpo with the ball. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. They didn't make it. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.